brought to you by Target and the Marriott Foundation. Millennium Stage presents a free performance at 6 p.m. 365 evenings a year. And all of our performances are streamed live at the Kennedy Center's website. That's www.kennedy-center.org. You can also find archived performances on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. Now, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for waiting, and put your hands together for Brandon Weatherby.
Hi, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Holiday-ish 4. For 3 people in the room, you know that this is the 4th edition of the holiday record that You, Me, Them, Everybody records. For the majority of people in the room and watching, none of those words made sense. So here's what's going to happen. About 10 people are going to come up here and tell stories and or jokes and or songs all about the holidays. Some of our will be about Christmas. Some will not be about Christmas. If you're offended in any way, I apologize. Our goal is to not offend anyone, but the holidays are inherently offensive. Therefore, we're going to try our best to give you at least one thing that you can take away from this with joy and merriment. If not, we have failed, but keep in mind this is a free show. Thanks to the Kennedy Center and the good people at Target, I hope our benevolent billionaires never decide to hate us. Coming to the stage is a friend of mine, and he's done my show. You can keep walking. You can walk over here. His name is D, and D's a fantastic stand-up comic, and if there's one thing I want you to know about D is that his parents are very disappointed in how he dressed tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for D. Ahmed, everybody.
He is absolutely correct. Mom, Dad, if you're watching, my bad. I didn't know. Okay, let's go ahead and get this started. This is just a simple story about the time my dad ruined Christmas for me, and it's a doozy. Okay, so my parents, conservative Muslims, they don't really do the Christmas thing. I personally never did the Christmas thing as a kid, but I got really frustrated at like 7 years old on trying to figure out why we didn't do Christmas. I was like, Dad, explain it to me. I don't understand. Everyone gets gifts. I don't get any gifts. Why is that? And he's like, okay. Listen, son, this is a 2-part story. If you really want me to tell you, I will, but you're not going to like it. And he's like, okay, cool. Okay, part 1 is about Jesus Christ and the Immaculate Conception. Part 2 is the propaganda behind Santa Claus and how breaking and entry is apparently okay. So part 1, so there is this teen mom, you know, like on MTV, this teen mom. She is now in a relationship. She's only about 13 years old, but she's in a relationship with an elder man. That elder man is her husband, but they never had sex. We had the sex talk before, so I won't bear you with the crazy details, but this time it happened with God. Now, that happened to that woman. And that young child was going to have a baby. And as she's about to have a baby, which apparently needs to happen in a barn or a manger, those are the same things essentially, but they didn't have a house. So she's about to have the baby. And as she's about to have the baby, 3 wise men that are far away, they're coming from the east. One of them's black, by the way. And that guy, like, they all decided that because they were looking up at the stars, that this is the proper opportunity to know that the Messiah is being born. So we need to go to where the Messiah is and give him gifts, which sounds fantastic, right? It's like, give gifts, that's cool. And he's like, yes, except one of them kind of a jerk, because he brought gold, which is lovely, but other people, they only brought some sort of fancy weed or like some sort of fancy herbs. We know what it was, right, boy? And I'm like, yeah, okay. So what do they do? And he's like, well, they just give those gifts to that young lady, and then the Messiah is born, and they don't really talk about the childhood that much. Also, the date really doesn't matter nearly as much as most people think it does. It has something to do with the winter solstice. I'm not 100% sure, boy. And I was like, all right, what about Santa? Oh, Santa Claus, let's talk. Santa Claus is actually some sort of form of propaganda being portrayed by Coca-Cola. They essentially changed the way that Santa Claus looks, because if you really look at the actual text in information, Santa Claus, Saint Nicholas, is actually from Turkey, which is very unusual. You know, kebabs and everything. It's not the same, is it, boy? And then on top of that, Santa Claus has, he does like this very weird thing where he breaks and enters a house, and then he gives gifts to everybody, and all he wants in exchange is just for those children to be good children, because they need affirmation by receiving gifts. You see, it's a little unusual. And then on top of it, how do you think the gifts happen? I'm like, isn't it the elves? He's like, yes, elves, slave labor. It is wonderful, right? Hundreds and hundreds of these tiny little people. They turn into tiny little slaves, where 364 days out of the year, they end up creating little gifts for all of you children. I was like, Dad, this isn't fun anymore. What's the deal with like mistletoe? That's cool, right? Like mistletoe, everyone like hugs or kisses each other. He's like, mistletoe is actually poisonous. So I don't understand why it's okay. I'm like, what about the reindeer? Oh, you mean the reindeer? That teaches you about bullying because one of them had a red nose? Also could have been cancer. I don't know. Like, okay, Dad. And that is when my dad told me that it wasn't cool that we celebrated Christmas. And he's like, the only thing that we need to do is remember, be good people, be honest people, be happy people. And also, we are going to do the same thing we do every year, which is go get Chinese food with your Jewish friends. And it'll be very, very nice. We'll get together and eat some Chinese food. They're always open. It's wonderful. That's essentially my story.
Put your hands together for Dion.
Thank you very much.
I hope your parents are proud of what you said into the microphone. It was very good. I'm glad I know you. I will take away one thing from that, and I will always now think of the country of turkeys as kebabs and everything. Coming to the stage is a very talented musician. He's from the band The North Country, and he's going to sing a song that's not that different than Dee's story. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Andrew Grossman, everybody.
Hello, everyone. How are you all? Good? That's it? That's all I get? All right, that's better. I'm not used to performing in front of people who are seated and sober, so this is a bit of a new experience. So I'm doing this is the first Christmas song I ever wrote. I've never written a Christmas song before, but a friend kind of made a bet with me to see if I could do it. So I'd never done it before because I'm Jewish and a bit of a socialist. But then again, so was Jesus. So here it is. All right. It's Christmas time again, it's getting cold outside. The snow is on the ground, the storefronts are aligned with all the little things and diamond rings that make it all. You buy some little milk in China and encased in plastic. Only the pit stop on its journey. Brand new, maybe maybe all we need is to care. Maybe all we need is empathy for you and me. The Kennedy Center, everybody. Oh, and dogs will bark. A clause is reading my anxiety on the leaves of sea. The only true light is, and can't put it on a credit card. Whoa, I don't want anything that you can't buy in a store. I just want peace and understanding in the world and nothing more. We don't need more TVs or plasma screens or cut-off jeans. We just need love on Christmas. Dear Santa, now I know I don't write very much, being you're just a commoditized figment of our collective imagination, but I have a special request this year, and I think you might be able to help me out. Now, I don't need a new pair of shoes, or I don't need an iPhone, or a U-boat, or a Kindle to read the news. Oh no. All I want is peace on earth, love among all people, that we might take a moment out of our day to try and understand where someone's coming from and what they're all about before we dismiss them. Now, I know it's a tall order, Santa, but time is off and we could really use your help. Well, Merry Christmas. Love, age.
Andrew Grossman, everybody. Let's see if this one's working. It's working for now. That's a start. I'm not glad that went poorly, but that is the holidays. Andrew is amazing. That song is great, and thankfully, thanks for doing this. You could actually hear a completely good recorded version of that on youmethemeverybody.com. We premiered on British Young Things last week. It's fantastic, and if you want to hear him perform that with not wireless microphones, he'll be at the Black Hat later this month performing that. Thank you, Andrew Grossman. So thus far, oh, we've already struck that. Okay. I don't just have a woman held hostage on stage. Her name is Mary Vutsas. Everybody say hello to Mary. Mary will be performing throughout the evening when there's some dead air and or some broken microphones. So you'll be hearing her quite a bit. But before we get to Mary, I want to bring up my co-host of You, Me, Them, Everybody, and her name is Allison Lane. And Allison is a fantastic person, and she's also the co-host of GTFO Radio, which you will be able to hear on Thursdays at 11 a.m. whenever the line decides to open. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Allison Lane, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Good evening. How we doing? Wonderful. So my story is actually about ruining things. Christmas, specifically for my family, which I try to do every year. Now, the thing is, my family is really nice and wonderful. They're just really conservative and a little boring. So 18, I think. It was 18. That was the year, I guess, I decided that it's time to be an adult and get Christmas gifts for your family. That year, I went out and I bought an assortment of underwear from different places around Manassas, Virginia, which was really seedy and wonderful. I wrapped them in tinfoil and I put these weird safari stickers on these randomly wrapped underwear with the wrong names on them. So I woke everybody up very early. I was like, oh, I'm really excited, guys. I got you something really nice for Christmas. And they're opening it. Disappointed. I'm just cracking up. It's wonderful. It's a great time. However, I see my dad standing in the corner and he's just looking just really disappointed. He's confused. He's upset. It's early. My brother and my mother, they got it immediately. They're just like, whatever. Thanks for Christmas, whatever. But my dad's just standing there just really distraught. So he pulls me aside later on and he goes, Allison, this underwear is the wrong size. This is the wrong size underwear. And I'm like, yeah, I know. But that actually is my favorite Christmas story. So there you go. Thanks.
Allison Lane, everybody. Mary's going to play some music while Baby Bry Bry comes to the stage and sets up. Baby Bry Bry is an adult man who goes by the name Baby Bry Bry. Baby Bry Bry also is wearing a turtleneck, non-ironically, and has for many years. And he also wears high-waisted pants. He's a fashionable man. He's a mother's dream and a father's nightmare. And I like to consider him a friend. And I say that with a grain of salt, considering we've never hung out outside of show reasons. We've known each other for roughly 4 years.
Ah, how the time just flies.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for baby Bry Bry.
I'd like to thank Andrew for testing out all of these microphones for me. I'm sure you've left me with the best one. This is a song called It's Christmas Time and I Can't Feel a Thing. That's a little loud. It's Christmas time and I can't feel a thing. I hear those bells are ringing. I hear those the children singing. But ever since my baby went away, December 25th is just another lonely day. There's decorations everywhere, but to be frank, I just don't care. I see the lights and they're alright, but it's still just a cold, dark night. Well, there's presents underneath the tree, but what I want I just don't see. It's hard to fit love in a box, but thank you, Mom, for these new socks. It's Christmas time and I can't feel a thing. I hear those bells are ringing. I hear those the children singing. But ever since my baby went away, December 25th is just another lonely day. I sure miss that joy and cheer that used to fill me every year. When Santa Claus was on his way, I couldn't wait for that big day. And I know I must sound like the Grinch. You wish me well and I don't flinch. What's so happy anyways about your happy holidays? It's Christmas time and I can't feel a thing. I hear those bells are ringing. I hear those the children singing. But ever since my baby went away, December 25th it's just another lonely day. I'm gonna Beyonce it now. It's Christmas time and I can't feel a thing. I hear those bells are ringing. I hear those children singing. But ever since my baby went away, December 25th is just another lonely day. It's Christmas time and I can't feel a thing. Just kidding, thank you.
Yeah! That last key change was surprising for me. Let's go with this one. How about we try this one? No, we're not? Okay, that's fine. I'm used to this. I do a show at the Wonderland Ballroom every month, and this is just a little bit different curtain situation. Coming to stage is someone that also is doing You Meet Them Everybody. That sounds weird. You Meet Them Everybody is a podcast that I've been doing for 9 years. We've been doing this since George Bush was in office. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's definitely a thing. Coming to the stage is someone that participates in every one of those shows. We do a segment called Color Commentary because if there's one thing people want to talk about in a bar, it's race relations. Coming to the stage is my good friend and hopefully yours, Recent City Paper cover boy. Please put your hands together for Haywood Turnipseed Jr., everybody. Either Mike. Go nuts.
You can use this one?
Sure.
All right. Hey, how you doing, Brandon?
Good, how are you?
I'm fine. Hey, piano lady.
Hi.
How
Her
are
name's
you?
Mary.
Hey, that's good for Christmas.
It's for Christmas.
Hi, Mary. May I? Thank you, thank you. Hey, white people, how y'all doing? I see a lot of you guys. Young and old. Hey, black lady, I see you too. How's it going? All right. Was that 30 seconds?
Yeah, about.
Good, good, good. So this is holiday time, and we're supposed to talk about the holidays. I grew up Muslim. I've actually said this before on this show, so I didn't celebrate many holidays. Probably birthdays would be it, and maybe Thanksgiving. Who doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving, right? Like, I like to eat. Muslims like to eat. To be honest, though, my mom had, since how we became Muslim, my mom had a few husbands. So, like, my actual dad was Christian. And when the Muslim guy came along, that was my first experience with Islamophobia. Because he came around and took away Christmas. How do you take away Christmas from a little black boy living in the projects? That's all I got is Christmas. I was like, I didn't mind praying 5 times a day, but you gonna take away Christmas, nigga? What the hell? Can I say nigga? Can I say?
You can, I can't.
I know. I was making sure we was on the same page. Was it? I was like, are you kidding me? What is this? Who is this Muhammad guy? But I kid and I tease, and I like celebrating the holiday season. I like all holidays, you know. Independence Day, I love a day off. Thank you, white people, for that. That is amazing. I do. I love it. I don't care. I like a good barbecue. Labor Day, I work for a living. Hey, I enjoy that. I'm a veteran. I enjoy Veterans Day. All of those different. I even like Arbor Day. I like trees. But I was thinking about this holiday season. This holiday season is a little strange because the president, what's his name, 45? He came on the television and was like, we're going to take Christmas back. And I was like, where'd it go? Like, like after every Halloween, all the Christmas stuff comes out. What is he talking about? So he's like, we're going to say Merry Christmas. We're going to say Merry Christmas. And I was like, oh, I got it. I'm going to be honest. I liked Barack Obama. I enjoyed him. I enjoyed those 8 years of Black Christmases. They were amazing. Thank you. I'm not Barack, but I will take his applause. I mean, the holiday season was amazing. I was blowing Christmas trees every year. Thank you, Barack. I like lighting Yule logs and all that. Those for the weed smokers in the building. All the kids are like, what is he talking about? They know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't you FBI hat, don't you? He was like, Yule logs, that's the way to say it. I'm just in here with Yule logs, Dad. Thank you, black comedian. So what I did was I was like, these guys are serious. Trump and his people, his minions, they're serious about Christmas. They're serious about taking Christmas back. So I actually rewrote the lyrics to White Christmas, which is one of the whitest Christmas songs I actually know. I mean, who dreams of a white Christmas? It's already winter outside. How much whiter can you get? Well, apparently the alt-right wants a white Christmas. And the way I wrote it, they want an alt-right Christmas. So here are the lyrics to Haywood Turnipseed's version of I Am Dreaming of an Alt-White Christmas. Stop, D, stop. And I'm not gonna sing it because I have a deep voice already and you guys are intrigued. You're like, is he gonna sing it? He doesn't just sound like Mufasa, does he get down like James Earl? No. So I'm dreaming of an alt-right Christmas. Just like the Reagan era I used to know, where the women glisten and the black folks listen just to hear police sirens in the snow. Oh, 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 I'm dreaming. I am singing it, aren't I? It just happens that way. It just happens that way. I'm dreaming of an alt-right Christmas with every Obamacare law I repeal. May your futures be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Like my staff, like my office, like the presidency. Like my wife, and may you have a Game of Thrones Christmas in your hallways. Did you see that shit? Melania put down like all kind of shit, and she's like, we celebrate the old gods. I was like, they did that on Game of Thrones. What the fuck? Totally, they the Lannisters. Trump and those folks, if you guys watch Game of Thrones, they are the Lannisters. Though, here's Republicans. Republicans are the Lannisters. They're just rich white folks who want more money than everybody else. Then you have the White Walkers, which is the alt-right. They're out there. We keep telling people, like, black folks are the people on the wall. We've been like, hey, this shit is happening. We got the people in black on the wall. They're like, this not happening, and all of a sudden you got fucking white walkers coming out of nowhere, and now they got a fire-breathing dragon called Donald Trump. This shit is amazing to me. Everything, I grew up in Reagan era. I was like, this is just like that, minus, at least Reagan era, we didn't hate each other. At least we had the Cosby Show. And then Cosby went and fucked that up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now that you guys are ready to celebrate the holidays, because this is what it's all about. It's all about sharing, being festive and having fun and sharing things. Like I said, I do celebrate the holidays. I celebrate Thanksgiving. I celebrate Kwanzaa, Shaka Hanukkah. Hey, I feel for you. I feel for you. Thank you.
That was for like 3 people.
All
I'm
right.
one of them.
In closing, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to wish you all a very, very happy holidays, a very Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, my friend Haywood Turnipseed Jr. That was fantastic. Coming to the stage is someone that's probably not going to sing about the alt-right, but we'll never know unless we listen. She is the current Miss Mount Laurel. Am I saying that correctly? Miss Mountain Laurel. I apologize. That sounded like I was giving you shade. I was sincere about that. She's not wearing the sash. Okay. She is a legitimate beauty queen, hence the tiara. Is that the crown? A crown. I apologize. It's a crown. Respect the crown. Okay. The reason I know her is because she's a fantastic frontwoman of a fantastic band called Cinema Hearts, and they're a trio, and you could see them at the Black Cat Backstage on December 12th. I think I got the date right. Is that correct? Right? I should have written that down. It's December 12th. She's going to play a song. Mary, are you down to play possibly? There you go. Beautiful. You ready? Pick a mic.
I'm thrilled to be here. I haven't been to the Kennedy Center before. This is great. I'll be playing one of my favorite songs about winter and snow, and I'm hoping that we'll get some snow, hopefully soon. This song is called Marshmallow World. It's a marshmallow world in the winter, when the snow starts to cover the ground. It's a time for play, it's a whipped cream day. I wait for it all year round. Those are marshmallow clouds looking friendly in the arms of the evergreen tree. And the sun is red like a pumpkin's head. It's shining so your nose won't freeze. The world is your snowball, see how it grows. That's how it goes whenever it snows. The world is your snowball just for a song. Get out and roll it along. It's a yummy, yummy world made for sweethearts. Take a walk with your favorite girl. It's a sugar date. What if spring is late? In winter it's a marshmallow world. Da-da-dum, da-da-da, da-da-da-dum. Da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-dum. Ah. The world is your snowball, see how it grows. That's how it goes whenever it snows. The world is your snowball just for a song. Get out and roll it along. It's a yummy, yummy world made for sweethearts. Take a walk with your favorite girl. It's a sugar date. What if spring is late? In winter it's a marshmallow world. In winter it's a marshmallow world. In winter it's a marshmallow world. Thank you all so much. Happy holidays.
That was fantastic. That was absolutely fantastic. Thank you. And if you listen to the lyrics, it's not an alt-right song. Coming to stage is, I don't want to say something that could get you in trouble for the future. Okay, coming to stage is a fantastic storyteller, and he's done this show before, and I'm incredibly grateful that he's back. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Derek Hills, everybody. Derek. Oh, we'll do that. Nice to see you. Thank you. So this story takes place December 1984. I'm 10 years old. I'm sitting in my dad's car, and it's dark. He hands me his red tree saw. Tonight, son, we're going to get our Christmas tree. And this idea kind of bums me out because I'm missing my favorite TV show inside, Little House on the Prairie. But there's another reason, which I hold inside because I don't want to think about it until 20 minutes later, we drive down this 2-lane road and we stop the car. I get out, and these headlights from passing cars freeze me in my tracks, and I remember that other thing. I wonder if these people know what I know, which is that we're not here to get a Christmas tree. We're here to steal one. Our target is this beautiful blue spruce. The county planted it some years ago to disguise this ugly drainage ditch along the roadside. And there were 5 of them. But every time we drove by, and it didn't matter the time of year, my mother would just nonchalantly say, "That one at the end? That's going to make a great Christmas tree someday." But I didn't think anything of it. I mean, she also thinks that rocket ships put holes in the ozone layer. So, what does Mom really know? But here we are, Dad and I, we're about to commit a crime. Now, I don't know why Dad picked me for this job. Sure, I'm his oldest kid, I'll grant him that, but he's got to know by now that I'm more into the womanly arts than getting my hands dirty. Like, if you need a potholder for your friends, I'll make one for you. And if Mom's too busy to string up the cranberries and popcorn for the tree, I'll take care of that. And on Thanksgiving, give me the cloves, baby, because I'm putting them in those oranges, and this place is going to smell great. But that's what Catholic boys do, right? They try to make their mamas happy. And I was happy to do that. But I got the sense that maybe my dad wasn't making Mom as happy as she could have. And I knew this because he was working all the time. And he was fixing cars or driving trucks. And he continually missed dinner. And almost every night, Mom would be staring out the kitchen window into the driveway where her dad's car usually sat, smoking a cigarette. "Your father's never home." And through a cloud of smoke, we'd shake our heads. Because, I had grievances too. Who was going to throw the ball with me? Right? Who was going to give me noogies? Who was I going to discuss the Soviet nuclear threat with? This is the 80s, people. Dad's brain is the internet, and I need it. And this isn't to say that he was a bad dad. I mean, once he made me this little electric motor to demonstrate how circuits work. And I thought that was great, but you got to ask yourself, did it make the house smell nice like Mom made it? No, sir. I thought we had nothing in common at all. So here I am with him on the side of the road, and he's cutting down the tree, and I got my eyes peeled looking for police lights. And Dad makes pretty quick work of this thing. I say less than 5 minutes, the tree hits the ground, and I book it to the car because I figure we're going to make this quick escape. But Dad just grabs it and nonchalantly walks it on over like it's National Steal a Christmas Tree Day and everyone's in on it. And he ties it up on the car, and I'm just waiting for someone to, stop us. So a concerned citizen or maybe a police officer with sirens. But there is nothing. And as we drive away, I wonder, are Mom and I the only people in the world who think this thing is wrong? She's going to be pissed when she finds out. We pull into the driveway, and I'm all ready to tell her. But she runs out of the house, and she can't contain herself. She's like, "You've got my tree! I love you so much!" And I couldn't believe it. I just hang my head. Because this woman who's, to me, is like Santa Claus and Jesus Christ and my future wife all rolled up in one, is a part of this conspiracy. And she knows she messed up because she lifts up my chin and she's like, "Do you want a second dessert? Because you can have one." And I'm like, mint chocolate chip, and she's like, whatever it takes, my boy. And I'm happy because I like that she knows my price. And somehow I think maybe this isn't so bad. So I go inside, I get my 2 scoops. Takes a few minutes, and by the time I roll back into the living room, Mom and Dad are in the couch, and they're arm in arm. And they're looking at the tree, which somehow Dad managed to get up in the stand and throw some lights on real quick. And it is a shapely, gorgeous tree. It smells wonderful, and it looks great next to the fireplace. And Mom says, I am so happy right now. And just when I'm about to disbelieve her, she starts to sing her favorite holiday tune, Silent Night. And after a few lines, my father starts to sing, and I get caught up in the moment, and soon all 3 of us are singing this beautiful song. And I think just for a moment, maybe my father does love my mother almost as much as I do. Thank you.
That was great. Derek is truly a master of the womanly arts. That was fantastic. Coming to stage is Johnny Grave, and Johnny Grave is a wonderful musician and a writer, photographer, all that good stuff. This is not his first time playing this show. I'm glad he's here, and he might tell you this, but if he does, it's fine. He built that guitar, so if it doesn't play, it's on him.
I love Giraldi. I didn't tell Weatherby I was going to do this. This one or that one?
Yeah.
Keep it, but you don't keep it. Let me leave it alone then, said Scrooge. Much good it may do you, much good it ever has done you. There are many things from which I have derived good, by which I have not profited, I dare say, returned the nephew. Christmas among the rest. But I'm sure I've always thought of Christmas time when it comes around as a good time, a kind, forgiving, charitable, pleasant time, the only time I know of in the long calendar of the year when men and women seem by one consent to open their shut-up hearts freely and to think of people below them as if they were really fellow passengers to the grave and not another race of creature bound on other journeys. And therefore, Uncle, though it has never put a scrap of gold or silver in my pocket, I believe that it has done me good and that it will do me good. And I say, God bless it. It's the gospel according to Charles Dickens. Kidding.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be far away. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart delight. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Here we are as in olden days,
happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends gather near to us, oh so dear to us once more. Through the years we'll always be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. And have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Nine years. Give a hand.
Johnny Grave, everybody. We have two more things. We're going to go very, very little over. I'm sorry about that. That was fantastic, Johnny. I'm not used to people being quiet. Neither is our next performer. He's a fantastic, funny man. It's the worst possible way. He got kicked out of the Royal Tenenbaums recently. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Andrew Bucket, everybody.
Hi, everyone. One of my favorite things is, so I worked at Pacific Sunwear for 3 shifts when I was 22 and needed some money, and my boss was 17 years old. But they had this playlist on the in-store, like the music they would play around the holiday season, and it was just all songs from the radio where they changed one word to make it about Christmas, which is my favorite thing. So when I teamed up with Mary here, went to her house, and we were set out to write one, and then we just couldn't stop. So I want to play you some, if that's cool. And please, give it up for Mary.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called Christmas. So when you call up the shrink in Beverly Hills, you know the one, Dr. Be all right. Instead of asking him how much of your time is left, ask him how much of your mind, baby. Because this Christmas, things are much harder than in the afterworld. This Christmas, you're on your own.
Christmas is made of these.
Who am I to disagree? Travel the world and the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for Christmas. I could dial the number just to listen to you. I would stand inside and hold my hand to death. You know how far I'd go just to his present pain. You know how much I'd give, how much I would take, just to reach you, oh, to reach you, oh, to reach you. Come down my chimney, crawl inside it, wait by the light of the moon. Come down my chimney, I'll be home soon. say, but if you
You only knew how easy
stay,
it would be to show me how you feel. Christmas Day is all you'd have to do to make it real.
then you
Wouldn't have
to say
that you love me, 'cause I'd already know.
What would you do if Christmas was torn in two? More than words to show you feel that Christmas for me is
real.
What would you say if I took Christmas away? Then you couldn't make things new
Just
by saying
I love you. Christmas Day.
December summer night, soldiers
Just passing by, listening to the wind of Christmas.
take me to the magic
of
moment
on a Christmas night, where the children of tomorrow dream their dreams of Christmas Day.
on Christmas Day. Through the storm,
Storm, we reach the shore. You give it all, but I want more. And I wait.
waiting for you. Christmas without you. Christmas
Without you,
I can't live.
Christmas without you.
And you give presents away. And you give presents away. And you give, and you give, and you give presents away. Christmas without you. Christmas without you. Oh, I can't live. Christmas without you. Ho, 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 ho.
Merry Litzus, everybody.
Andrew Bucket, everybody. That was amazing. My favorite part of experiencing that from up here was to see people recognize the song based on the ages. So everyone over 30 understood the last bit, but everyone under was very confused. It was wonderful. One quick story before we go. Number one, before I get to the story, number one, thank you to everyone that came out tonight. It means a lot. It's incredibly easy to stay at home, even if it's a free show. So thank you for leaving your house and or your couch to be here. It's very difficult to ever want to leave. Netflix exists for the next few months anyways, so like it's pretty good. Number two, thanks to the Kennedy Center staff. This is not an easy gig. There's 10 theaters. There's a bunch of stuff going around. Most shows don't have 10 moving parts, so I do appreciate the Kennedy Center. I understand that this is a headache, and we're trying to make it the least headache-inducing as possible. So here's my story, and it has nothing to do with Christmas. It is, but it has the most holidays of any story you've heard tonight. It all begins on Halloween 1991. Now, I'm going to stand up for this to make this even worse for the people here at the Kennedy Center, because now they have to figure out where I'm going to stand in terms of the camera and which microphones work. So that's okay. We're going to do a great job. We're going to do this together. Okay, so
Halloween 1991. I am wearing pants. On Halloween 1991, I wanted to be Jake the Snake Roberts for Halloween 1991. Now, about 3 people in the room know who that is, and that's a good thing. Jake the Snake Roberts was a professional wrestler. He's fantastic. He was my favorite. I was 9 years old, and when you're 9 years old, all you wanted to see is a scary man with an actual snake wrestle people. So I wanted to be Jake the Snake Roberts for Halloween, and my mom, she loves me very much. She's like, I want to make my son Jake the Snake Roberts for Halloween. So she did her damnedest to make a Jake the Snake Roberts Halloween costume. Here's the problem. She had never seen the WWF. She had never seen what Jake the Snake Roberts looked like. I'm going to use this microphone now. It's the one with the cord, okay? Is that one on? Beautiful. Is this one's on yet? Yes. Oh, here we go. We're not going to short it out. Hell yeah. Okay, here we go. I want to start swinging this around like at the drive-in. 3 people backstage know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I didn't want to stop watching Saturday morning wrestling, so I didn't tell her what Jake the Snake Roberts looked like. I just let her make a Jake the Snake Roberts costume. That consisted of gray sweatpants, a gray sweatshirt, and 10 of those really thick snakes, those thick plastic snakes are about 1 foot long, glued to my pants and glued to my top. Not at all what Jake the Snake Roberts looked like. That's okay. I go to school. By 1 p.m., all of the snakes had fallen off of me because thick plastic snakes don't really stick to Hanes all that well. So I'm just a kid in sweats. Fine. Not the worst thing in the world. I go home and I put on a hockey jersey and I go trick-or-treating because now I'm a hockey player, whatever. That's actually how hockey players dress in their offseason. They just wear sweats and their jerseys. It was appropriate. Because of my job, I'm lucky enough to work for this site called Brightest Young Things. I was able to interview Jake the Snake Roberts last year. In the summer of 2016, I got to interview Jake the Snake Roberts, and I opened with that story. I said, Jake, you were my hero growing up, which is a weird thing to say to a professional wrestler, but you were my hero growing up, and I was you for Halloween, or at least I was you for Halloween for about 5 hours, and then I was a Chicago Blackhawks player. And he wanted to say 2 things. He wanted to apologize and tell me the bedwetting would soon stop because Jake the Snake Roberts does not have good self-esteem. Second thing he wanted to tell me was about WrestleMania 4. WrestleMania 4 was held at Trump Plaza, which no longer exists because it is possible to lose money in the casino business. It's very difficult, but someone figured out how to do it. This was the weirdest WrestleMania because besides being at Trump Plaza, there was a NCAA Final Four tournament style to determine the new WWF champion. Okay? So there's time limits on matches. That's not a normal thing in wrestling. It kind of is important to the story. Jake the Snake Roberts wrestled Ravishing Rick Rude. Ravishing Rick Rude is an awesome wrestler because he had his opponent's faces spray painted on the buttons of his tights. That's a cool thing to do. That is some posturing. Anyways, Jake the Snake Roberts and Ravishing Rick Rude wrestle at WrestleMania 4, and they hit the time limit, which means both are disqualified and they cannot continue in the tournament. So Jake the Snake Roberts and Ravishing Rick Rude are very, very upset because this is a WrestleMania held in a casino. I don't know if you guys know this, but high rollers at casino don't really give a shit about professional wrestling. Even so, the entire series of Front Row is full of Donald Trump and his friends, one of which is in the mob, and you could see that in the WrestleMania book, which was released by the WWE, and then CNN reported, like, what a big scoop! Everyone that has the network knows. By the way, the WWE network is available for $9.99 a month. Kid with the Obey hat, you're going to get into this. You're going to love it. Okay. In addition to Donald Trump in the front row was his then wife, Ivana. A row behind them was Marla Maples. Just watch the whole show. It's amazing. Jake the Snake Roberts was very upset because no one was paying attention, so he decides to take his real-life snake, Damien, that's a cool name for an evil giant snake, and whip it across the front row. And he does that, and it hits Ivana in the chest. Now, that's not necessarily the smartest thing to do, but then again, marriages don't always last. So Jake goes back to his room and doesn't know that his life is in danger. Ivana Trump has bodyguards, as one would do if you own a casino. How do you bankrupt a casino? Anyways, 3 years later, 1991, the year I was Jake the Snake Roberts for Halloween, it's time for WrestleMania 7. This is not held at Trump Plaza, but for some reason is hosted by then current wife, Marla Maples, of Donald Trump. So Donald Trump is at WrestleMania 7 and informs Jake the Snake Roberts, Jake, you're my favorite wrestler. Why, pray tell, am I your favorite wrestler, Mr. Future President? Well, you hit my wife in the chest with a giant snake, and she tried to murder you with her goons, and you didn't know about it because you're an alcoholic with substance abuse problems and hid in your hotel room and throughout the casino.
So Jake told me that was his story. That was his story. Now the story has 4 components. Number 1, Halloween. That was clear. I was Jake the Snake Roberts for Halloween. Number 2, Palm Sunday. WrestleMania 3 was held on March 27th, 1988, Palm Sunday. Because when you think of the birth, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ, you think WrestleMania 4. Current Small Business Administrator head is Linda McMahon, former CEO of the WWF. Therefore, component 3 is Small Business Saturday. Finally, and most importantly, for obvious reasons, this is now a President's Day story. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, I just talked to you, and no one left the room, to my knowledge. It's very dark in here. No one left the room while talking about politics in a holiday setting. Go home. Talk about whatever you want. It's perfectly fine. And if people want to leave, they probably won't, because the majority of people are polite and will sit through your very long, very odd story about a grown man wielding a snake at a woman. Thanks to the Kennedy Center for letting us do this. Thanks to Mary. Mary's wonderful. Thanks to all of our performers. We're a little late, but not crazy late. They have shows here 365 days until Target wants to stop giving them money. So until they do, you should come on out. Thanks for coming, everybody, and have a wonderful night.